In this video, we're going to take a look at the Canyon delay from Electro-Harmonics, and we're going to go through the whole manual. And I'm going to help explain a lot of the cool features that this pedal has. So let's check it out. Alright, so at first glance, this pedal is, pretty basic if you look at it. You got your effects level right here, you have your delay time, and you have your feedback. It has all these other delay types that you can choose from, which would be a huge draw for a lot of guys that want a very small, compact pedal, but still wants a lot of different delay sounds. So this tap divide button in the middle is going to indicate which subdivision that the delays are in. Is it going to be in quarter notes, eighth notes, or dotted eighths? Okay. And there is a tap input on the side of the pedal right here that you can add in an external tap tempo. But what's great about this pedal is it has a tap tempo already on the pedal itself, just by tapping in the on and off switch. Okay. Now what you have to do is you have to turn it on. You have to tap in increments of even taps. All right, so you can't do 1, 2, 3 because then it'll be off. So you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the pedal's on, and the delay is in time. So all right, so let's look at the manual here. All right, so there is a tail switch on here. The Canyon allows you to choose whether delayed echoes continue to repeat or stop immediately after the pedal is switched to bypass. To control this, remove the Canyon's bottom cover and locate the small slide switch on the bottom of the board labeled tails. Now, I've already set this to where tails is always on because that's how I prefer my delay pedals to be used. So I'm not going to show you that in this video, but if you want to switch it off, just take the back plate off and then flip the little switch, okay? When tails are set to on, the echoes will continue to repeat after the pedal is switched to bypass, with the number of repeats set by the feedback knob, okay? Anything you play after entering bypass will not repeat. If the pedal is set for infinite feedback, the feedback knob is set to maximum. The repeats will continue until you turn the feedback knob down or switch to a different mode, okay? Note, in sample and hold mode, repeats will not continue indefinitely when tails are on. The repeats will fade out over a second. When tails are set to off, all repeats will stop as soon as the bypass switch is pressed, regardless of the feedback knob setting. Okay? So that's pretty easy to understand, right? The power supply for this pedal does require 200 milliamps AC power. AC adapter and the 9-volt power jack located at the top of the pedal. The Canyon requires 150 milliamps at 9-volt DC with a center negative plug. So I am using the Visual Sound True Tone 1-spot, and that thing has plenty of power to definitely power this pedal and a lot of other pedals. So that is what I'm using the power of the Canyon in this video. Alright, so let's talk about this tap divide switch. So basically you're going to push it to cycle through the different subdivisions, and you can see that you got orange, green, and you got red. Okay? So the red indicates quarter notes, orange indicates dotted eighths, and green indicates eighth notes. So let's put it on red, and let me tap it in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Here's dotted eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here is eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay? So that's pretty easy. If the LED does not change color when pressing the switch, internal tap tempo is disabled. Okay? See tap tempo with the Canyon on page 7 for details of tap tempo use. Alright, very cool. So we are using tap tempo in this video, which I prefer. Alright, so here's the description of the modes. We are in echo mode right now, and this mode is a simple digital delay in which each delay repeat sounds exactly like the previous one, and the repeats gradually decrease in volume. So some delays actually degrade in quality as the more repeats it has, but this one is just a basic digital delay echo. Okay. Alright, so the modulated delay, in this mode is the same as the echo mode, but with added modulation to the delay repeats to give the delayed tone complexity and warmth. Alright, so we're keeping everything the same and switching over to the modulated delay. Alright. Multi-tap delay in this mode. Each repeat of the delayed signal occurs at exactly the same volume. The feedback knob sets the total number of constant volume repeats. Alright, so check this out. Here's the multi mode. It's kind of interesting. Weird. You can hear that stops. Very cool. Reverse delay. Echoes will play back in reverse. This is an intelligent reverse echo. It studies your playing this so that it can produce reverse echoes that best suit your delay time setting. Tip: use the Canyon's secondary mode, knob mode, to adjust the sensitivity of the intelligent pluck detection algorithm. We'll get into the secondary functions here in a minute. But this is what the reverse delay sounds like. Alright, pretty cool. Deluxe Memory Man. This is a faithful emulation of the tone of the Deluxe Memory Man Bucket Brigade analog delay pedal. Organic echoes transform as they repeat, and lush modulation is available using the secondary knob, which we'll get to in a second. Alright, so here's the Memory Man. Alright, very cool. The tape delay. This mode simulates the prized analog tape echo units of the 1970s. Echoes degrade and distort as they repeat, as tape, wow, and flutter provide true tape character. Alright, so here is the tape mode. Pretty cool. Reverb plus delay. In this mode, each echo also has plate reverb applied to it. Tip: turn feedback all the way down to get a pure reverb effect, where delay controls the pre-delay of the reverb. Okay. So the feedback, let's turn that all the way down, and the delay controls the pre-delay of the reverb. All right. So let's turn the delay all the way down. See what that does. Here's the verb mode. That's cool. You hear the reverb coming in after the note, so. Alright, let's make it 12 o'clock. Alright, here's the feedback with some delay. That's just weird. Alright, the octave delay. In this mode, each repeat is progressively pitch shift up one octave. Tip: a sub-octave is also available by using the Canyon secondary knob mode. We'll get to that in a second. Let's just see how it works just with the regular. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can hear how that sounds. The shimmer. This mode creates a shimmer effect, generating a rich, octave-shifted wash of harmony with your guitar. The Canyon achieves this by modeling a chain of 4 electroharmonics pedals. So it models the Soul Preacher, the Pitch Shift, Pog 2, the Deluxe Memory Man, actually the Stereo Memory Man with Hazari, and then a secondary Memory Man with Hazari. Okay? It's pretty cool. Let's check this out. Very nice. Okay. And sample and hold. This mode senses guitar plucks and repeats them indefinitely until another pluck is sensed. Okay. So check this out. See, no hands. Interesting. And looper mode. When the Canyon is in loop mode, it becomes a looper pedal with a maximum loop length of 62 seconds. A recorded loop is stored permanently, even when the Canyon is removed from the power. As a special feature, the feedback knob controls the level of the existing loop that is preserved when overdubbing. Alright? So that's pretty neat. And, alright. I like all that. Let's go ahead and get into the secondary functions, because this is really where this pedal gets really cool. So, alright, turn the mode knob to the mode you would like to edit. Secondary knob functions are available in every mode except for echo and loop. Press and hold the tap divide switch for 1 second. The LED will blink in an on and off pattern to indicate that the Canyon is now in secondary knob mode. Check this out. So let's turn it to, let's do the Memory Man. So we're going to see it's blinking consistently. We're going to press and hold for about a second, and now it's going to blink on and off. Okay, so it's pretty easy. Turn the delay or feedback knobs to edit the secondary knob function for that delay mode. To exit secondary knob mode, press and release the tap divide switch. The LED will stop blinking. The delay time and feedback amount set by the delay and feedback knobs before entering the secondary mode is preserved until those knobs are moved. Okay, so to get back out, you just push it. Okay, so it's just a simple push and release. To get back into the secondary knob mode, you have to push, hold, and then the light's going to blink on and off. Okay? So the effects level and mode knobs always function normally in secondary knob mode. The feedback knob functions normally if there is no secondary knob function for that knob. In multi, reverse, and sample and hold delay modes. Turning the mode knob to echo or loop will exit secondary knob mode. Okay? When using the delay or feedback knob to set a secondary knob function, the delay time and feedback amount was set by those knobs before entering secondary knob mode is preserved. All right, very cool. So let's go to Deluxe Memory Man. And we can see here that the Canyon can emulate the lush analog modulation of the Electro-Harmonix Deluxe Memory Man. It is disabled as a factory default, but can be turned on by using the feedback knob in secondary knob mode. Feedback controls modulation depth, and factory default is 0. So if this feedback knob is turned all the way down, okay, all right, I want to so I have this in quarter notes now. All right, so the feedback is all the way down, and so the depth is all the way down. With the knob turned fully counterclockwise. Turn the knob up to increase modulation. Okay? So you can hear the depth got higher, and the delay knob controls modulation rate. Okay, so this is going to be faster. All right, so counterclockwise is slow. With the delay knob clockwise, it gets faster. So you may not want it that fast, but it can get kind of crazy. Let's turn the depth down, see what that sounds like. Wow. All right, very cool. So you can see how in depth you can get with these secondary functions. So now if you want to save that, you just simply tap or press, you just push the middle button, and now those settings are saved. And now you can go back and you can change the delay and feedback to whatever you want. And the secondary functions are still intact. Okay, so. All right, very cool. Let's do one more. I like doing the just for fun, let's do the shimmer effect. Okay, we'll be done. So I know this is a long video, but I'm just kind of I'm trying to give you a just a little taste of what this pedal can do. So here's with it on. Okay, you can kind of hear the shimmer in there. So that's press and hold. So now we're in the secondary function. And the delay knob controls a low pass filter on the shimmer effect. Okay, so factory default is set to maximum, filter wide open. Turn this knob down to get a warmer shimmer sound. So with the delay all the way up, you're gonna have a good, okay, you can hear it. As we start going counterclockwise, the shimmer effect is going to start getting a little darker. Okay. All right, very cool. And the feedback knob controls modulation depth. Factory default is set to 9 o'clock. So with the feedback at 9 o'clock, this is the default depth, modulation depth. And then as we raise this, so you can hear the modulation kind of going up and down. Kind of crazy. All right, I like that. So just tap once, go back into regular mode. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy stuff. Alright, so on this page right here, you can see the what each mode is and what the secondary functions do in that mode. So I'm just going to leave this here for a second so you can see what that does. But yeah. This is a really cool pedal. You can do a lot of neat stuff with it. And if you like, there's some pedals that kind of come stock with a certain modulation depth and rate, and you really can't change it. And with this pedal, it really gives you a lot of in-depth ways to tweak the delay sounds just how you want. And you can kind of make it your own. So if you like the small size of this Canyon with the added features of the tweakability, I think this would be the perfect delay for you. So I am Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.